Hello and welcome to Sarah's Joyful Journey. This is episode 49. This is our very first live stream. I want to start off this morning by saying a huge thank you to Kim Helper for becoming my very first channel member. She joined at the Oolong membership. So thank you so much. I so very much appreciate that. All right, we are going to go over our tea. This morning, I am using my Bamboo Bloom Wedgwood teapot, and I have my Royal Albert 1930s Mint Deco 100 Years Collection tea. We are enjoying English breakfast this morning, and it is going to be a very busy day for us. We're getting ready to head out to Epcot in a little bit, and I'm super excited. It's going to be so much fun. Definitely need that oolong first thing in the morning. All right, so today is Flower and Garden for us. I cannot wait. It's my favorite festival, and we're going to be looking at plants and doing all kinds of sort of fun things. Maybe we'll find some food. We'll see how it goes. So, how has the last week been? It's been really good. It's just been busy. I've just been getting on and with it with school. School's going well. I am a glutton for punishment. I signed up for another class. I am going to be working on getting a mental health coach certification. So for those of you that don't know, my background is psychology. I have a bachelor's degree plus a few master's classes that I took. I didn't finish a master's degree, so I do still say that I have a bachelor's degree plus because I got a little bit more than that, but not quite a master's degree. And I'm really going to work on that component. And why I'm going to work on that component is because keto has really helped me in my mental health journey. It's greatly helped improved my my depression. I have not struggled with depression in several years now, which is a huge blessing. My anxiety is down. It's been up more lately, but I'm managing, and that's a good thing that I'm able to manage these things. Nobody promises that we aren't going to have anxiety or stress or even have depression, but having better brain health definitely makes it's a huge difference for me. So I'm really excited to get that component going. I am in about 4 classes at this point. I'll try to remember to leave the link. If you're interested in the mental health coach program that I'm in, let me know and I can share that with you. I was able to get a scholarship. It is Christian based through Light University. The goal of their program is to train people, lay people, to go into the churches and help with the mental health crisis, which I could technically do. I don't know if I'm going to do that. At this point, things could change. I'm super excited to have that training. I just want a little bit of that piece, like what kind of guidelines are you giving so that I make sure I stay in scope of practice. I already know that I will not be diagnosing or anything like that. But I want to be able to assist people in working through things. And sometimes you just need to work through them, but I'm not a therapist. And I will definitely make sure that when I get started, I have a clear scope of practice that is goes over with everyone. Good morning, Charlotte. I'm so glad that you could join us this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day, lovely. All right. So work's been good. School's going good. Health goals. Last week, I set a goal to try to move more. I was not very successful in that, but I did a lot of thinking still. And one thing that I was doing previously that was working for me, I was at Disney. I was moving a lot, and it made a huge difference in the way that I feel. And then I got injured and I had to have surgery and I was in pain and I wasn't moving. And then I transitioned to a desk job and I still wasn't moving all that much, which is a bummer because I've put on a few pounds in the past couple of months. I know it's stress. I know it's lack of movement and things like that. So this week I made a good plan to just walk. That's all I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk 5 days a week. It's now Tuesday. I completed my walk yesterday. Ghost and I went first thing in the morning. I did not really want to move. If I'm being honest, it was a challenge to get up and get out the door. Once I got up and got out the door, I got started on the walk. I was a little bit upset because they had part of the sidewalk closed and it was just kind of like an in position that was happening in my walk. Yeah, getting your movement in is definitely a struggle, and I'm a person who loves to walk. While I was on my walk, once we got past the closed sidewalk, the first 20 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, my shins hurt so bad. It was felt like every challenge that could be was like thrown at me in the morning. I didn't give up. I persevered and pushed through. And Ghost and I did almost 2.5 miles in about 43 minutes. I'm pretty proud of that. After I got past like the first 20 minutes or so, uh, my shin stopped hurting, blood flow was moving better, I felt more warmed up, so that was a good thing. Today, again, we're going to Epcot, so there's all my walking built in right there at a nice slow pace. I'll get tons and tons of steps in. And then tomorrow, I have my early day at work. It's a half day, and then I have class. So the plan is I'm going for a walk after class with Ghost, and then Friday and Saturday I have a 10 a.m. shift. So as long as I get up at 6 and get out the door by like 6:30, Ghost and I technically could take a good 45-minute to a walk hour walk those days. Just have to make myself do it. And I'm starting simple and slow. I think that was my problem is I tend to be an all or nothing kind of person. It's the autism. I just tend to just want it all and I want it all perfectly. And I know I'm not the only one that struggles with this. And I want it just to be done and perfect, and it just isn't that way. So I'm starting slow and moving just by walking and doing what I enjoy. And hopefully that will inspire me to keep going because I have got to keep going. Thank you, Charlotte. I agree. It does sound like a really good plan. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting some of my endurance back because that has changed. I used to be able to walk 5 to 6 miles with Ghost. That ain't happening. But we did, like I said, get almost 3 yesterday. And if I can by the end of the week be up to 3, that would feel fantastic for me. So much going on right now, and I'm so excited. All right. So book club choices. Moving forward, book club choices are going to exist only on the YouTube community page, just to keep it easy with how the polls are going. But I've tallied the votes so far, and there's still time to go vote. So if you haven't voted, I'll show you the top 2 books. The top 2 books are Flawless by Elsie Silver. It's number 2. And then the winner so far between both the Facebook group and the YouTube poll is Ward D. And I'm super excited about this. This was a new purchase this past week, and I cannot wait to read it. It's going to be a thriller, and it's going to be exciting. Inside the Facebook group, there is a poll for which day you would like to do the meeting for March's book club. We're going to do that via Zoom, and the link will be posted in the Facebook group. So if you want to join that, definitely make sure that you go over to the Facebook group. The link should be down below, and you can join in our conversation there. Hopefully, the second time I try to do a Zoom meeting will go a lot better than the first. I'm still learning new technology. It's a struggle for sure, but I feel like my knowledge has just grown infinitely in the past couple weeks with all the new stuff that I'm learning for school, plus trying to learn to do live streams and software for that. And I definitely couldn't do it with the help of others who have been there before me and have given me some suggestions. I could totally ask more questions, but I'm also at the point where I just kind of want to figure it out myself. So I'm moving forward with that. But technology and I are definitely not the greatest thing, but I can't be afraid of it. I got to continue to use it. Time for truth. I am way behind on the book for this month. I am like not even halfway. I'm close to halfway, but I'm not even halfway through the book. I haven't touched the March book, Work in Progress, in a week. And I know why. It's because I'm so excited about school. I'm hyper focusing on it and I'm putting all my effort and my energy into that. So this week, I do need to make a plan. I've already made it technically. Saturday and Sunday, my goal is not to do homework. And then I'm going to come home. I'm off work. I should be home by like 6 o'clock. I will grab a light dinner and then I'm just going to spend the evening reading. And hopefully that will get me ahead. Plus, it will help me feel more relaxed and be better at my sleep because sleep has been an issue for me lately. I'm trying to be consistent, but I'm so excited and I am like overstimulated that my brain will not shut off at night. I did better last night and I know that was the walk. So hopefully the walking will get me into that realm as well. And I will be feeling much, much better at just going to sleep because sleep is so, so, so critical. All right. So I have some fun books. Like I mentioned, I did get Ward D by Frida McFadden. This is a thriller. I don't do a whole lot of thrillers, mostly because I can usually peg what's going to happen right around when it's going to do. Yeah, I like my reading plan idea too, just to take a couple days off and relax, get away from school. I tend to be very driven and just want to get school done. And that's all I want to do. But it is going well. I am probably at this point close to 70% done with my coaching program. So I'm super excited about that. I also just started a Launch Your Business course, which is going to help me launch my coaching business. I have a name. I'm not going to share it just yet. I want to get it registered before I share it. Um, so, yeah. All right. But anyway, I don't usually do thrillers because I tend to peg them, but this one sounds really, really fun. And because it's in a mental health unit. And of course, being a psych major, I am intrigued by anything that has to do with mental health hospitals and things like that, especially since I experienced one as a teenager. So it'll be fun, a fun read. Hopefully we'll be reading this one next month. If not, it's definitely going to be flawless. So far, this is the winner. Either one of those, I cannot wait to do. I know my friend Hope over at Mission Keto, she is loving Elsie Silver. She says she just loves her style of writing. I do have several of her books. I just haven't read one yet, so I'm excited to get to that one at some point too. Then I did buy two books. It is New Book Tuesday. I haven't gone out yet and looked at what books are available this week. I think there's one on my must buy list that's coming today. It might be next week. I don't know. I might end up at the bookstore today too. You never know. Anyway, I've tried one of this author's books before and it wasn't for me, but everybody said this was really highly rated and the back of the book looked interesting. So I went ahead and I gave it a try. I got Lucy Score's The Story of My Life. And sorry, I'm getting used to the fact that I'm on my laptop and not my phone, and the camera's in a completely different position. So bear with me. But this is Lucy Score's Story of My Life. And this is about Hazel Hart. And she is a thriving romance novelist until a breakup drives her straight into writer's block. Having failed to deliver her new manuscript, she's living in her pajamas and hiding behind a mound of takeout containers until her publisher lays down the law. If she misses her next deadline, it's the end. And it goes on for that from there. And it's got the pretty sprayed edges. And it's a beefy book. Usually the books I read aren't this beefy, and I think that's just because most books aren't. But this one is 512 pages. So it's a nice, good, long, chunky, beefy book. Then last week, I shared that I got a new Cassandra Clare book that was written for adults. And she's my daughter's favorite author, and I have some others of hers. I haven't tried her yet, but I'm really excited to get going on this other series. But since I discovered I had book 2, I definitely had to go get book 1. So this is Cassandra Clare, The Sword Catcher, and this is a romantasy that is written for adults. And it says 2 outcasts find themselves caught in a web of dangerous magic and dark secrets that could change the world forever in the start of this riveting epic fantasy series from the author of the Shadowhunters Chronicles. And I do have her Infernal Devices, which I believe is part of that Shadowhunters Chronicles. So I'm super excited to see how this goes, because I do like fantasy. It's still not my 100% go-to. I am learning to love it more, and I really enjoy it when it has a romance theme in it, because I am a romance girly for sure. Let's go ahead and get some more tea. That's my smallest teapot. I wish I could find another one just like that. That's a little bit bigger than a tea for one, but not quite a full-size teapot. I don't always use my full-size teapots because they're just too much tea, but this was almost 2 glasses, so it's perfect. I have 2 more books to show you. And these ones came the other day. I did not buy them the other day. I ordered them like 6 months ago. And I ordered them directly from the author, which I enjoy doing when I can, especially when they're smaller authors. It makes me feel like I'm supporting them. And they often go above and beyond and do such amazing stuff with how they curate their books, how they do it, and things like that. They also do special editions that they will sell just to the people who buy directly from them. You won't necessarily find it in the store. So I got this first book. It's a beautiful box. Look at this box. It's basically the book cover, and it tells you on the back the whole description of the book. So really, really, really cool. So this is Ruined Wings. It's a Severed Flames book 1 by Andy Anderson. And when you open it up, it's beautiful inside the box. And in the box, she sent a couple of bookmarks. So I have one for book 1. And on the back, it says, a Lux will wake the beast. Alexa will bind him. Alexa will destroy us all. So there's the back of that. And then there's one for book 2, which is called Stolen Embers. And this one's purple. I love it. And it says, Lightbringer, Cursebreaker, Queen, if she can live that long. So that's kind of intriguing. The other thing that was in here, and there's only one I think that is not appropriate to show. It is a spicy series, supposedly. And what really sold me is the fact that there are dragons. So she sent these little cards, and I'm probably not going to show most of them anyway. There's like 4 of them. And it gives a little thing on the back. So there's some for Stolen Embers, and then I'll show you this one. This one is for Ruined Wings. I don't want to show the other ones. They're not super spicy, but they can still be quite a bit spicy. And I don't usually show stuff like that. And I don't usually buy stuff like that. I have others, but they came in sets of dark romance. And then here's the book. And I forgot to open it. It's still in the plastic. But there's the book, and it's got the beautiful sprayed edges on it. So that's book 1. Let me get everything put back in the box, and then I'll take it out and I'll find out where I'm putting it later. Matt still needs to put up other bookshelves for me. He needs to get on that. He promised those a week ago, and they're still not up. So, all right. So again, book 2. Here's the front of the box. It looks really, really, really pretty, and I'm very excited about it. And the inside of the box is the same as the other one. And then here's the cover of this book and its beautiful sprayed edges. I wonder if there's like it's roses on, and so it's really, really pretty. Ooh, that's really cool. It's dragon scale on the inside. So that is fantastic. And they do have an artsy cover. I will show the back, which that's pretty cool because this was one that the artwork is what she sent a copy of that's on this book. Like I said, the front picture's not, it's not that racy, but I'm still not going to show it. So, but yeah, and it's even got like a little string bookmark. So I'm super, super happy with these books. And I am going to watch out for that. I'm going to hold you to it because books are stacked on the floor and like don't need to be in the floor. Okay. Now on to knitting. First thing I want to show you is I have ordered the dye. I have 2 colors coming and I would love to hear your thoughts. So let me know down below. I ordered spruce green and navy blue. So that's what I could dye my sweater once it comes. I do need to do a quick tutorial on how to dye. I remember all the steps, but I don't like remember like the portions and stuff. And I don't remember like how long things are supposed to soak, stuff like that. But there is the first button that I got. So it's this beautiful little tiny button because the holes are not very big on it and just a bit of detail and very classic. Yeah, I am leaning towards the green too, Charlotte. But it really is a toss up for me. I could go either way, but definitely leaning towards green. It's been my favorite color to wear, and I'm kind of obsessed with it lately. And then I have little simple mother of the pearl buttons. So there are my 2 buttons. So definitely let me know which your favorite button is. I am honestly leaning more towards these, but I like both of them. I could go either way. I think they'll suit the sweater very well either way that I go because they're just simple, they're just classic and easy going. All right. Sweater. The sweater is got the whole body is done and 1 sleeve. I almost finished this sweater yesterday when I was in my live classes. And because Monday is lecture style and my mental health program is recorded videos. So I can put my headphones on and I can listen and go from there, which is really, really nice. But I have not woven in all my ends yet. I like to do that all at once. But there is sleeve number 1. I decided just to follow the pattern on this and not make them longer, especially since this is 100% wool. So I will still be quite comfortable. Wool is one of those things where you can be super warm in it, but it also can help keep you comfortable because it wicks moisture and things like that. Of course, if it's super hot, it doesn't matter what you're wearing, it's super hot. So sleeve number 1 is done, body is done, and I have started on sleeve number 2, and I have just a little bit to go. Good morning, beautiful Mia. I'm so glad that you could join us this morning. All right, but yep, so this will be completed knitting sometime this week for sure because I literally have got like 40 rows to go on a sleeve, which is not that hard at all. And then once I do that, I'm going to dye it and get the button sewn on and things like that. So much is moving along with everything. So tomorrow we are going to have a live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think you're going to want to join that one. We have some fun things planned in that. It's going to be a bit of a celebration because I hit 3,000 watch hours on this YouTube channel, which means I am eligible for certain levels of monetization, such as memberships, which Kim has already joined. So again, thank you so much, Kim. Even if you never join a membership, I truly appreciate all the support that you guys give by watching, liking, giving the thumbs ups, comments, all that is amazing. And I'm excited for this journey, and I cannot wait to get to the next level of monetization. Thank you, Mia. It's surreal at this point. As I mentioned before and previously, I had another YouTube channel. You could probably still go find it. It was called Apple Blossom and You. It was a craft one. I have come so far since those days, so I don't know how good the content is because it was several years ago, but I never got to the level that I am with this channel, and I have you guys to thank for that. And also, I have really focused on just getting things done, really worked on the level of content that I'm creating and the subjects that I'm talking about, making sure I'm passionate about them and everything that goes into that. I'm proud of myself too, which I think is important as well. And I don't say that as in, oh yeah, I'm proud of myself, like kind of cocky, all that kind of stuff. No, I've had to learn a lot and do a lot of hard work. Yesterday, I spent most of the day just figuring out how to optimize YouTube best. I watched several videos. I got the group set up. I had to figure out the pricing levels for the memberships, and I wanted to keep them affordable, but I wanted to offer options. And I'll talk more about those tomorrow as we're going into the celebration portion of that. I have some fun things I want to do if I don't chicken out and not do it, but I'll save that for tomorrow. So I hope you guys will all join me over on that live stream tomorrow. And moving forward, we're going to do Tea Tuesdays live whenever possible. Thank you so much, Charlotte. I really appreciate that, because I am liking this format of doing Tea Tuesday live and having that live stream and sitting here and talking with you live. I know mornings are early, and I don't know how it's going to always work. Time may fluctuate. I'm going to try to keep it around 7 o'clock if I can. If my work schedule changes and I have to go to work at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday, I will change it to some time in the evening, most likely, which I don't want to do, but we'll figure it out. Thank you so much, Jerry. I appreciate that. It's still, like I said, it's still surreal. It's still sinking in that I am at that level. But I do want to continue growing this channel, and I do want to continue putting out better content and things like that. Thank you. I am. I was at 701 for a little while and then I'm back down. It happens. I'm not going to stress about it. But yes, my next goal is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so that I can become a fully monetized channel, which will help. It's going to help me create more videos and get things like better equipment eventually. And things like that, so that I can create better content to reach more people and to spread the mission of how good living a primal lifestyle is and how good you can feel and things like that. Thank you so much, Andy, and good morning, beautiful. I'm so glad you guys could join us. It's been a wonderful morning, and I will be heading out in just a little bit to Epcot. Have a great day, Charlotte. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. And yeah, there will be a vlog and some other fun things coming. So definitely join tomorrow's live stream. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Have some fun things planned. You're not going to want to miss it. And that's the only teaser you're going to get because I don't want a bunch of trolls coming by. So yeah, we're going to have a fun celebration tomorrow night. All right. Well, I am going to head out the door so that I can get to Epcot early because it's less stressful when it's early. And we're going to go enjoy, hopefully finding some good keto foods at the festival, enjoying all the plants, taking all the pictures. If I get on a ride, fabulous. I want to try to get on Guardians because it is my favorite ride, but they don't have the queue anymore. And I don't know if I want to pay to get on, but it is what it is. That's awesome, Mia. Well, you can catch the replay too, because it'll still be valid and wonderful. All right. Have a great day, Jerry. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you and have a joyful day.